It's time for Cats Talk Wednesday. Small town and big city joined forces. Vinny Hardy of Lynch, Kentucky, and Terry Brown of Louisville, Kentucky, team up to give you free-flowing, laid-back sports talk. Focus on Kentucky Wildcats, as well as pertinent information in the NBA, NFL, and Major League Baseball.
Another Wednesday evening here, Cats Talk Wednesday. Terry T.B. Brown in the building. My name is Vinny Hardy. We are getting ourselves closer to football each and every week. And TB, you fighting through a little injury. You probably about to go viral in about 2 minutes. So what else been going on with you, man?
Turned 48 yesterday, man. That was a good day. Good day of doing nothing. Got me a haircut so I could look good. And then later on that evening, we went out and got some food. And that's what birthdays, people are like, what are you going to do? Man, what do you do when you turn 48? I'm not going to Chuck E. Cheese. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? A birthday is just a birthday. Like, I'm a celebrate it, but my celebration is I ain't doing nothing.
Hey, like, you still got hair and a hairline to cut, so congratulations on that. I had to give that up a long time ago. So
it's a little gray. My barber's like, you got more gray? I was like, I know what I got and I ain't got. Like, it's all right, man. But it's good. I like birthdays. Another year older. I don't take that for granted at all. It's always been weird for me since I turned 40. Because I lost both my brothers at 39 and age 40. So I'm older than they've got a chance to be. So that kind of weighs on me.
Yeah.
It was 10 years ago this past week that I lost my dad. So on the 4th was 10 years. I gave his eulogy. You know what that's like. And so it's a lot of stuff going on, but I'm all right. I'm all right with it.
That's good.
My girls gave me some "Hey old man" text messages, which is always nice.
Tugging at the heartstrings. They just really straight from the heart from the two daughters.
Like, hey old man, how's it going? I'm like, well, that's not nice, but okay. All right, but I'll take a happy birthday from them, and Mama B got a recount. She was in labor for 45 hours or whatever. You know how that story grows. You know how mamas do. But she had a recount that. I was like, that's a long time ago.
They invented the epidural right after you was born.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't have the luxury of an option.
Yeah.
It wasn't in existence yet. But after you was born, then they invented it the next day. I was like,
Yeah. So that's basically what happened. But a good birthday, just relaxing, just hanging out. Like I said, I'm not having a birthday party at McDonald's anymore. I don't even know if you can do that.
I have no idea.
That's when America was great, when you could have birthday parties at McDonald's or Burger King. Get the little crown. Go back to that.
They still get the crowns out. I do know that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So that's one little tradition still out there. So.
There we go.
Coming to y'all live on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter at Cats Talk Wednesday, our Facebook page, all those platforms. BS3 Network brings us to y'all. Thanks to Ben Sutter and everybody there for that. BS3TVLive.com. You can go to Roku and check out episodes on demand, as well as all the other great podcasts that are under the network. So check them out. Subscribe. If you follow us on Spotify, if you listen, just hit follow there, and if you want to click the 5 stars, give us a little 5-star review. We'd appreciate that as well as we
absolutely
move on through this summer. TB. We were talking about it before we started. Right after last week's episode, UK Athletics announced the Hall of Fame class. So it seems like really, really, really old news to us, but because it like dropped right after we finished. But 6 days ago, we had a new class. That includes Abby Cheek from softball, daughter of friend of the show, Michaela Epps, daughter of Anthony Epps, who's been on here many, many times. Another friend of the show, Doug Flynn, who Michaela for Kentucky women's basketball. Oh, my bad. Doug Flynn played baseball and a little basketball for Kentucky back in the 70s before going on to join the Reds and win some World Series. He joined us a few years ago. Sonia Hahn for UK women's tennis. Josh Hines Allen for football, doing his thing for the Jaguars now, and Carl Anthony Towns for basketball. So 6 new inductees will be going into the Hall of Fame. So congratulations to those folks. I heard you talking about it a little bit earlier on Round of Shots, and we just ain't got to talk about it on here yet.
Well, it's good. Everybody's deserving, right? My only beef would be Doug Flynn played a long time ago. Like what? I just wish I knew what the criteria was, because over the last 45 years, he's done nothing, right? His numbers have been what they've been. Why now? I just wish there was a more timely way to do it and get folks in while they'll still. And I'm sure he appreciates it, but it just, I don't know. It feels weird because we got these modern folks. Plus, well, Towns is not quite as modern as I was thinking. But
been
still,
gone 10 years.
Yeah, like because I don't know if you saw the thing. They're gonna bring back the Converse denim shoes in 2026 to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the 1996 team, which feels wrong to me because it doesn't feel like that should be 30 years. My freshman year at the University of Kentucky being 30 years ago, but as I do my math, it was 30 years ago.
Yeah, it sure was. Believe in Kentucky, Tony Delk and I did a whole episode because I was basically just interviewing him. The team wasn't that good. It was the 9-16 COVID year, so getting in depth about every game when they were not winning all the games wasn't really something we was doing. So I was just asking him stuff that cool stuff to ask him, and we talked about the denim, Bill Kitely, the Converse. There's a whole episode about that because who better to talk about that kind of stuff with? So yeah, man. But yeah, it's been 30 years ago. See, you were a year older than me because my birthday's a little bit later, so I was still senior in high school in '96. But same thing. 3 decades is 3 decades. And
hey, one of the top 5 best nights of my life, man. That was insane. I always think back to April 1st, 1996. Goodness gracious.
I was all over downtown, wasn't you?
Hey, March 31st, I was but a young boy. April the 2nd, I was a man.
All right.
And ain't no photo evidence of it, but woo, buddy. And as I tell that story all the time, my mother's birthday is April the 1st. And so I called her that morning. It was great. And then my dad got on the phone. He said, "I'm glad you told your mother happy birthday, because if I see you on TV acting a fool, that would be the last time you'll be able to wish her a birthday." And great. Yes, I understood what that meant. So I was not involved in a whole lot of shenanigans, but it was still a fun time.
He was ducking KYT and Elliot's cameras.
Hey man, it was wild, man. We was at Woodland and Euclid, and see, look, I get the people to talk about 2012. I even talk about 1998, but in 1996, it was an 18-year gap.
Yeah, and
they didn't know what was going on. When I talk about the university, the police, it was basically just get off campus and don't do anything to these buildings. But other than that, woo! Because in '98 they had set up checkpoints, that speedway on Euclid, and they had shut down campus, and they had '96 it was free for all. We was Lord of the Flies. We was kings out there. But they bringing those shoes back, and I might have to go back and I might have to get me a pair.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
To go with my actual shorts, and everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Set the whole outfit off for sure.
Yeah, because I got the Ramel Bradley era shorts right right now. You see,
yeah.
I got the complete '90s except for '97. I'm trying to track down a pair of '97, just the plain. They were very plain.
Mm-hmm.
But I got '92. I got '93 with the swoop. I got the '94 zigzags, the '95 icicles, the '96 denim. Don't have the '97s, and then like '98, '99 were the Nike ones, and I've got those as well. So there you go.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Anticipating this year, people panicking because Otega Owe was in a boot, but he is fine.
It's August. man, I it's August. That's all I got. Like I'm not too worried about OA. Everything I've seen from a man, Jack, just precautionary. It's gonna be all right. I can't be wasting my worrying on that.
Yeah. Belated congrats to Jack Pilgrim. Got another young son. Got two boys now. Him and his Katie as well. And
we are a pro Katie podcast. Let us be very, very clear about that. Get you a Kate. Don't hesitate to get you a Kate. I'm trying to do my Don King.
There it is.
Get you a Kate. It'll be great.
Hitting us with the eloquence. But when things slow down a little bit, we have to get Jack back on here. He is family of the show, but hey, we know what it's like to have newborns, and he's got his second, so he's, him and the wife are busy, and he's still cranking out reports and stories and trying to do his job. But we'll let him catch his breath and reach out again.
I'm on that cusp where I've kind of forgotten about what it was like to have newborns. I got to dig deep, man. Like, I got a high school junior coming up and a college sophomore. That's wild, man. I'm not old enough for that. Until I'm running and have to change direction. That's how you know when you get old. Oh, running a straight line, that's easy. Change direction. Just go here and then go here.
Yeah.
And your body will tell you, no. Because the way physics works.
Zigging and zagging ain't what it used to be.
Yeah, man. A local city out here has got an old men's basketball league. And I was like, I might be able to get back out there. But first of all, they play on Wednesdays. That's our show. But my wife's like, no. And there's a video she came across. This old man trying to play ball with some kids. Hit that Achilles. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I don't need to do it.
Yeah.
No. Because I'll step every now and then. I'll feel my Achilles. Like I've pulled back on my running. Because I'm scared to death of the Achilles. Because I'm like, when I was running consistently, I was like, I will fall down into traffic. I will break any and everything. But that Achilles, because I'll be like, nope, do the surgery, got to do rehab. Nope, I ain't trying to come back. I will just limp for the rest of my days. Get me a cool cane and call it a wrap. No, sir.
Be dragging your leg to
get a peg leg. I'll get one of the carts like Halliburton got. What am I trying to come back from an Achilles? Heck no. And that's the top recreational injury for people our age group. It's that Achilles, man. No. I will shut it down and fall into the ground before I try to stop on this Achilles. Little kids on their bikes cut across in front of me. I'm going to truck you because I'm not trying to stop all of a sudden. No, sir.
Michelle is in here, and speaking of, she got surgery stuff coming up, and you the best with everything you got going on, Michelle. Number one fan every week. Watches on YouTube or whatnot. Yeah. Oh, question for you, TB. Have a closet just for your sports gear / hats.
Absolutely, yeah. In our third bedroom, I'll take a picture of it. But yeah, I've between myself and my Kate, she's got all her Cubs stuff. Absolutely, we've got a whole for all my jerseys, all her jerseys. She's got one of them nice coaches bench jackets from the Cubs from way back when.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then I still have all my hats. National League to American League, West to East. Yeah, I'll put a picture on there. Yeah, I got to. Yeah, that's it sounds crazy, but I got it divided up. Let's see. I'm trying to think. All my Kentucky stuff is all together. I got Kentucky jerseys, my blue pants, my coach's vest, my polos, all the Kentucky stuff. Then my Kentucky jerseys, and then is it football? Anyway, but yeah, I got that. Yes, to answer your question, Michelle, yes.
Absolutely.
And then she's got her Cubs section, so yes, it's nothing but our sports paraphernalia. So yeah,
got the sports room.
Yeah, that's where I put even the shirts for my girls. That's I call it, to borrow from my man Craig. That's our fan gear
closet.
Shout out because that's where we got all that kind of stuff. So when it's game time, yoinks.
There you go. Ben Sitters, Mr. BS3 himself, founder of the network. Good evening, sir. My guy JB, Gerard Baker. Good evening, my guys. JB, appreciate everybody jumping in.
Absolutely.
Throwing up some comments. Oh, Michelle with another question. Hold on. Happy anniversary to me and my Katie. That was the day before you on August 5th, turning 48. We got married August the 4th, 2001. So 24 years ago. She's been putting up with me.
That's a nice little run, though, because 8-3 is Tom Brady's birthday. 8-4 is Obama, your anniversary. Coach Brooks' anniversary.
Yeah.
And then ended up with me on the 5th. That's a pretty good run.
And my grandfather, which I'm Melvin Hardy the third. My dad was junior. His dad was Melvin Hardy Sr. He was born on August 5th, 1915. So my dad's dad is 8-5-15 as well. And I went to school with some people August the 5th. So that's a popular day. But the OG Melvin Hardy was August the 5th, just like you, for sure. Born in Leeds, Alabama, same hometown as Charles Barkley.
Yeah, man.
And Michelle is August 22nd. And my sister Tara is August 23rd. And I think is it Kobe and Jeremy Lin or something?
Yeah. Because whatever Kobe's birthday, that's my stepson's birthday as well. So August. My Kate's birthday was July 28th. So it's this the time, man. This the time. I'm getting my stepson because he looked like Jared Allen. Josh Allen. He looks like Josh Allen.
Oh, okay.
I have to send you the because he got his look just like Josh Allen. I was like, well, wait a minute now. So I'm getting him a Josh Allen shirt. So.
That's all right. Gotcha. We got to talk about the other Josh Allen here in a minute. The Kentucky Josh Allen, but you got Buffalo Josh Allen.
Yeah, I'll send that. I'll put that pic on there too. Well, in Jacksonville, Josh Allen, his sister, Tisha Hines Allen, she balling out in the WNBA.
And his little boy is doing a lot better. His little Wesley had leukemia, and I mean, look, it's stressful when your kids just gotta nauseous and throwing up all night. That is, I can't imagine something much more severe. And to have a child with leukemia, I'm glad that little Wesley is doing better, man. Because that was.
Hey, I've figured this. There's nothing worse than a sick child.
Yep.
I've had a lot of, lost people, lost jobs, blah, 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 blah. But when you got a sick child,
because you wish you could have it.
Yeah, just give it to me.
Right. They little and they hurting and they, depending on how young they are, they can't even tell you what's going on.
Oh yeah.
That's,
sick kid is the worst feeling in the world, man. Like, whoo. Yeah, don't get me on here with my tears and stuff. I just think about when the girls had stuff like, oh, just give it to me, man.
Yeah. Went through that for sure.
Yeah, that's the parenting thing right there. Like, I'm gonna run through hell to get you taken care of.
All the parents know. Michelle knows. Michelle's a parent. Ben's a parent. Ben got a little girl, so everybody listening that's got children, they know what we speaking of right now for sure.
And it doesn't stop.
No.
I'm having a bad day. I can tell my mom. What is it about moms? You get on the phone and you just say, "Hey, mom," and she'd be like, "What is it?" I'm like, I didn't even say nothing. Just go ahead and tell me what it is. I'm like, all right, like, hey.
She can feel it in your tone.
Get you a good mom, man. They're great out there, man.
They sure are. We already talked about Josh Allen. We might as well. We mentioned the Hall of Fame class already, and maybe we'll do that before we record it. But right after we was on, Kentucky did the Hall of Fame. So Josh Allen was in there.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Cat, and so you mentioned the criteria. I watched the Mitch Barnhart's call to all of them, and it's real vague, but all he said is because all the beautiful things you did at Kentucky, you appreciate when he's talking to Cat. Cool what you did in the NBA, but we appreciate you for all the beautiful things you did at Kentucky. So there are, between Tony Delk and Cat, this is kind of flipping to the jersey retirement stuff. A lot of people did some beautiful things at Kentucky, and we still kind of waiting to see their jerseys go up. So
because Boogie is in, if I'm not, I think DeMarcus Cousins is in, and I think John Wall is in. I will assume Anthony Davis, but I'd have to look it up. But off the top of my head, so again, we're going to have to wrestle with, particularly on the men's hoop side, we got to do something with the one and dones. And I'm glad that Boogie and that Cat is in, because 1 year to no years, or I shouldn't say 1 to 4 years, your impact is your impact. And Cat, his resume, his one season, that deserves to be honored, right?
Jody Meeks went in last year. Rondo in 2023, along with Dickie Parsons, so a baller from way back before our time. 2022. Let's see. Oh, come on.
It feels like we should almost put a men's hooper in every year.
Yeah, they definitely could. But yeah, I don't know. Surely AD is in. I mean, if Cat is in just now after being gone 10 years, surely AD has gotta.
Yeah, but I would just continue to beat my drum on the jersey retirements, man. Like, your former co-host, Tony Delk, should not be the last person to be enshrined. Like, that should not be a thing.
Yo, that's
he signed with Kentucky before Bill Clinton became president. Like, what are we doing?
And you mentioned Iowa. You've said it on here. I think I heard you on Round the Shots the other day. It's like as soon as Caitlin Clark pretty much got drafted and moved on, they brought her back and put her in the Hall of Fame. And you're like, what are we waiting for? The longer you wait, the more you overlook people, forget people.
And you end up with this backlog.
Yeah.
And so if Kentucky wants to start doing stuff right, like, off the top of my head, I can give you 6 dudes that need to be up tomorrow. Right? I think off the top, you got to put Keith Bogans and Tayshaun Prince up there. Those are 2 no-brainers back from slightly after our era. It has been 30 years, right? So those 2, I think, not a problem. I think you'd have to put the 3 National Players of the Year up. You got to put Wall, you got to put AD, you got to put Oscar up.
There you go.
Period. So that's 5 right there. And then after those 5, I mean, we can start having discussions. Right? Every now and then I'll see a clip that somebody put on. I'm like, oh, yeah, that dude was cold. For me, I would put Chuck Hayes up there.
Yeah.
I know his numbers probably aren't, but I don't know. That dude just does it for me. Right?
I mean, we saw his impact to winning, if that's a term, or impact on his war, if you want to call it that. If you want to talk,
Yeah. Or,
how many games do they lose if he's not out there?
Right. I think Tyler Eulis needs to be on that list. For his 2 seasons. I mean, maybe you do something for the Harrisons. Like there's arguments to be made after my 5, right? Like you could talk yourself into a lot of them.
And when Willie was All-American, right?
Yeah. So, I had forgotten he was All-American.
Yes.
And so
again, his numbers, but his impact and the recognition he got.
I always kind of go like North Carolina, even if they don't like you, they've got a guideline. If you like 2 or 3 time all conference, you go up. All-American, you go up. Player of the year, your number's retired. Just let me know the criteria versus, Yeah. Because then you have to go back to the 70s to honor people. I don't understand it. The College Football Hall of Fame is the same way.
Yeah. Because what Tim Couch just got in
Yeah,
a couple years ago.
yeah,
He was, 25, almost 30 years ago. He was there in 98,
right.
playing an Outback Bowl. So
Yes. So I don't get it. I just hope if you're gonna do it, then honor everybody the right kind of way. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Gerard says Cousins, Wall, Davis, Bogans, Prince, Hayes, and Muhammad all should be inducted. Muhammad is in there. Nas is in.
Yeah. Is he talking about people should jerseys to go up?
You talking about jerseys or Hall of Fame? Because I know some of these guys are in the Hall of Fame, but none of these jerseys are hanging.
I'm telling you, man, right now, it's starting to look bad, but there's going to be a chance where no Shea up there, no SGA, like there's no marker to indicate that he went here. Like I know the brand is the brand, but we've had some dudes that play. Brian Howard should be up there.
Yeah.
In a historic Memorial Coliseum. If we keep it at 100.
Number 1 overall pick. Yeah.
In Adia Matthews. Adia, am I saying that right? She should be up there as well. Yeah. So there's basically, it shouldn't just be still on the women's side, and it shouldn't just be whoever we got up there now on the men's side. But
yeah,
that's what you talk about in the summertime.
That's right. That's right. That's why
in the summertime.
That's why they have these inductions and these announcements. And, it comes out for us to talk about. Same thing with the Pro Football Hall of Fame. They had theirs this past weekend. And, this is all guys we were pretty much grown watching them play, or teenagers, early 20s, rooted against them.
Yeah.
Eric Allen for the Eagles, where he started his career, rooting against him year in and year out. He moved on to the Raiders and the Saints. Jared Allen, Chiefs and Vikings, and I don't even remember him, the little stint with the Bears and I think the Panthers. He was on the Panthers team that lost to Denver in the Super Bowl. Antonio Gates, Chargers all the way, and Sterling Sharp, Packers, career cut short by injury. Him and Shannon are the first 2 brothers to be in the Hall, which is, that's strong right there now.
Right. And the Sterling Sharp, look, I'm saying this, everybody knows I'm a Jerry Rice fan. And our man BSO, Robert, was talking about it. And it was a debate that Sterling was right there and could have, if he stayed healthy, would have been the only person, I think, that could have challenged Jerry's records. And I've said that. You can check my tweets. I've said that forever ago with Sterling. Like, he was that dude, and he was the one that I thought could have, because he had a 3-year stretch where he might have been better.
No.
But but Jerry's number 2, right? Like, I'm not gonna put it too far down the list, but it was a conversation, a legitimate conversation. It was weird to hear him say that nobody from the Packers reached out once he got injured. I thought that was weird, odd, however you want to describe that. But at some point, we're gonna go back to the Hall of Fame. I enjoyed my trip there, and definitely want to do it again. We're saving up, hoping that Kittle goes in, and then when Kittle goes, we'll make that trip to Canton.
Speaking of that, I thought I saw something which you're more well versed than I am. He was upset about the smelling salts ban. He was kind of coming out about that. I just saw a little blip.
But he's a wacko. I think he just sniff him to sniff him. But
yeah, man. Antonio Gates, though, that was a bad man for San Diego. Him and Tomlinson and Phillip Rivers all those years. Kind of like, never could break through and get to the Super Bowl. City Moncrief and the Bucks. They were good. They couldn't beat Boston and Philly and Detroit at time, but they were good every year.
Terry Cummings and Jack Sigma. Ricky
Pierce and Paul Pressey. Yeah.
Like they were good, but they just never really got it. And that's going to be the weird thing about those Chargers. Tomlinson in,
Yeah.
Gates in.
Mm-hmm.
I would say probably at some point, I would not vote this way, but I think Phillip Rivers may get in.
Yeah.
But
he got a bunch of numbers, but he need a little more oomph sometimes, and it might take him a while. All them numbers he put up and just.
Yeah, I was surprised Eli Manning didn't get in. I mean, I wouldn't put him in, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
But them 2 Super Bowls and being in New York, he's gonna get in.
And beating Tom Brady to win both of them,
right? He's gonna get in, but I've just never heard outside of those 2 Super Bowls. I've never in my life heard about. Hey man, did you see what Eli Manning did?
Yeah. He got the same amount of touchdowns as interceptions. That's the basic, I think.
Well, his I think that's correct, but also his record, and I know wins aren't a quarterback stack, but he's 500. Like
right. Well, the same amount of touchdowns, interceptions. That you can probably hang around 500. that tracks. That tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, but getting hot at the right time. That's why people have convinced is Joe Flacco elite because he had 3 really good games in the postseason.
Yeah. So congrats to all those people. If I don't catch it live, I usually always go back and watch the speeches on YouTube and stuff. I like hearing them, talk about the journey and who they're thinking and the family and all that, and how really truly grateful most of those dudes are. They really are humbled and honored, and not. I'm wearing the jacket, but it's not just me. It's all these people that had an impact. So it's cool hearing them talk about that. I'm awaiting the Dallas Cowboys doc, the Jerry Jones doc that's coming out on Netflix here in a couple weeks, but the SEC kind of got some love with that Any Given Saturday. Started episode 1. Did you watch it yet? Are you gonna watch it? It's a bad look for us because we was 4-8, so it ain't gonna be nothing good about us in there.
Well, all my Louisville mutuals have shared the clips about Kentucky, particularly from that Louisville game. And look, and I got no problem with that. But all I'm saying is I don't want to hear why are y'all so obsessed with us. It's a rivalry. This is what we do.
Mm-hmm. I'm
tired of pretending that it's only Kentucky fans obsessed with Louisville. They just as obsessed.
Yeah, they are. It was, going back to what was the 19 and under, whatever it was Jasper played in over in Switzerland, Sweden when he was overseas, and he scored 6 points, but the kid for Louisville would score 12. They was talking about that. Our soon to be commit was outperforming Jasper, but they're not obsessed though.
Okay. But that's what you do when honestly, the head-to-head is 40-17, and they've never won 3 in a row.
Man.
So think about that. To get 3 in a row, you hold serve 2 times at home and steal 1 on the road.
Yeah.
And that's also like they've only won like 4 or 5 times in Rupp Arena.
When was the last time they even?
Oh man!
Like Billy, did they beat Billy in Rupp?
I think so.
Is that when they got 2 in a row?
They got 2 in a row. They won at Rupp, and then our response was, "Here's John Wall and the Monstars."
Yeah.
And there's been this debate because I'm sure you've seen that screenshot floating around. The 40-17 Louisville fans are in their feelings about it, but the numbers are what the numbers are, and they can't figure out. This just feels weird. You just haven't had the talent. Period. For any given stretch, Kentucky's had way more talent.
Yeah.
Not to say that Louisville hasn't had talented guys. Obviously, they've won here and there, but they just haven't had the talent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even talking about during the Cal run. During the Patino Kentucky run, it was like that. They didn't have dudes like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
they Louisville. Their thing is they trot out a lot of hometown guys.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes that works. See Daryl Griffith and um, not Edgar Sosa. Oh, Quentin Snyder.
Mm.
That he was part of the team that beat the Monk Fox Bam team. He was
Mm.
from Louisville, and I just look. The program's not as good. Like you could come up with whatever you want to say, but 40-17. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you haven't had Hall of Fame coaches. You had two,
Mm-hmm.
and they went and won championships. They went to Final Fours, but beating Kentucky is a different animal.
Yeah. That's it.
It's like, again, I compare it to Auburn football. Yes, you've had Bo Jackson. Yes, you've had Cam Newton, but you can't beat the bully down the street.
Yeah. Yeah. Not with any kind of consistency. And we love Bo and Cam, but that's just the head to head is what it is for that too.
Right. So to me, you can get mad, but 40-17 is 40-17. There's no story that comes out of the Louisville Kentucky men's hoops game if Kentucky wins.
No.
That's dog bites man. That's when Louisville wins. That's the aberration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's true.
They've won 3 times since Obama was inaugurated.
And that's what. Yeah.
And two of those wins. One was the Archie Goodwin, although I'm glad he got his redemption story. But that NIT team, and then the 9-16 team you were talking about.
That's
they can't beat our best.
Yeah.
Outside of off the top of my head, I know they won in '98.
Right.
And then, I think we went on a 25-game win streak after that.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, they don't beat our best.
Yeah. That's it.
We can come with our sub-best, and that's still good enough.
Mm-hmm.
The Shea team, Sweet 16, not really exciting, but we beat them.
Sure did. Gerard says UL has not won at UK since 2008. That would be Billy G, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay. 2008. That's 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then our response was hiring Cal in 2009. That was our response. It's pretty much like the U.S. Olympic team losing in 88. And our response was, right?
Yo. That's it. Go back to that Netflix, man. At any given Saturday, I tried to upload some sound. And you know how it does when I try to share and upload stuff. But it does start off a lot with South Carolina and LSU and all that kind of stuff. And South Carolina barely beat Old Dominion. Then they play LSU. So it's following both of them around. But this dude that's on South Carolina's staff, Derek Moore, to me, sounds a lot like the famous comedian George Wallace. So I've got a couple of little clips from the Any Given Saturday on Netflix. So I'm going to see if you hear a little bit of George Wallace in him. It's just a clip of him talking, and he's getting the guys fired up. He's in the practice facility, and then it's him talking about himself. My name is Derek Moore. Then it shows him getting fired up again. But I hear a little bit of George Wallace. I'm going to see if you do too. And if it does right, everybody should be able to hear it. But it's me we're talking about. So we'll see. Let's see.
It's Gamecocks time. Everybody else has had their time. It's Gamecocks time now. So let's go do this thing, right? Yes, sir. Let's go do this thing. Let's go do this thing. I want to give you everything I can so that you can know that your encounter with Demo was something you'll never forget. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, where you going? Let's go. Compete. Derek Moore, I'm affectionately known around these parts as Demo. We gotta go. Don't walk. Get where you're going. Get Where you going? Yeah. And what an opportunity for us, huh? I serve as a
Now, when he's talking regular, he doesn't. But when he's getting hyped and getting turned up a little bit, I'm catching a little bit of George Wallace, just a little bit. I don't know about y'all.
Little bit, George Wallace that follows me on the interwebs, but
Oh,
yeah, a little bit.
oh,
I love George Wallace.
I do too, man. Love him, man. Is he? Where does he rank on your most famous follows? I mean, all right, because he probably got.
Uh, no, let's see. Off the top of my head, I got George Wallace, Kenny Anderson,
Mm,
um, Jake Tapper of CNN.
oh my goodness.
He followed because of the engagement tweet.
Okay.
That may be about it. Like I've got traction with some other, but not a whole lot of follows. But yeah, I put George Wallace up there.
Man, that's all right. That is all right. I don't know who I'll be. I got Roy Wood Jr. I have to put him in there.
Yeah,
For
he does
mine.
not follow me. Plus, he called me the other guy when I saw him a couple years ago back in Lexington.
Yo.
I said, "Yeah, I do the show with Vinny." He said, "Vinny said the other guy was coming." I said, "Oh, well, let me be humble here for a second."
I called you Terry. I didn't know.
No, but he said the other guy. Like, I was with my friend Jack. My Jack he's always like, "Hey, other guy." Well, appreciate it.
Mercy. I'd have to look and see. But Roy, I put Roy in there for sure, and I have to look and see who some of the rest are some other time. But yeah. But for those new listeners, if we got new listeners out there, Terry goes viral every 2 or 3 minutes on Twitter. He basically owns Twitter. Elon just brings him a check every time he goes viral. That's basically how this works, So
I wish I was getting paid for it for those tweets that get a 200,000 likes. I need to. That'd be a nice little supplementary income right there. I wish I was getting paid off that.
So the one from last week, where is it at last time you checked it? It was like 4 million last week.
Oh man, I was like 150, 160,000. Like I said, I mute it. But the good thing is when I tweet stuff, I got my settings set up. I don't even really see a whole lot because people just want to argue, and I don't want to argue anymore. Like I just got people that I could be like, man, today's Wednesday. You don't like Tuesday? That ain't what I said. I don't want to argue about that.
Yeah.
Right. So I set it up where if I don't follow you, like I've got it kind of fine tuned on that kind of stuff. So I don't even know. So I have to go back and check because the Kool-Aid tweet, no Gatorade.
Yeah.
It got up to like 20,000, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, but people just want to argue. Like, the Gatorade flavor has changed. Whatever, man. I don't care. The recipe's changed. It doesn't have to be electrolytes. I don't care. But the football library tweet, Facebook has popped up, and people keep sending me screenshots, all these different Facebook things that I have my name with the tweet. And I'm like, man.
For which one?
For the one where they talk about that the football stadium and how great it is.
Buford High School, yeah.
And I was just like, "What's the library look like?" Barstool talked about it.
Oh man,
there's a clip. Yeah,
what?
Some guy on the internet asked about the library. I'm the some guy.
Okay,
I'm the guy that asked because I thought it was a legit question. So, whatever, man.
Oh man. That's hilarious.
And it's honestly, it's the fly-by-night stuff that gets traction for some reason. Because with the engagement tweet, I had already done a tweet where I said, she said yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to go get some pizza because that's what you do after you get engaged.
Yeah.
And as we're waiting for the pizza, I was like, oh, yeah, the SpongeBob thing. And so I did the SpongeBob, 3 years later from the DM slide to the get engaged.
Yeah.
That's the one. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. That's when I first had to do my settings because it made everything unusual. or unusable, I should say.
Mm,
You
man.
get 20,000 likes, and I'm just like, people having these conversations, and I'm like, I don't want to hear about this.
Sift through and parameters up. I'm good.
So that's what you got to do when you're a media mogul.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We don't know what that's like. But
I get a lot of people like, oh, you still on Twitter? Yes. I met my wife on Twitter. I'm waiting until they close up shop. I'm staying till the lights flick down. I'll be right there.
mm-hmm. So we mentioned Gatorade and Kool-Aid and all that on Twitter. The other day, a couple sweets giants collaborated. Oh, okay. Oreo and Reese's are trying to collaborate and have some Oreo Reese's cups and some Reese's Oreo cookies. Your thoughts on that? I mean, I like my sweets. I love Oreo. I'm team Oreo all the way.
Yeah.
I'm a little like, I don't know about this with this Reese's collaborations. Well, it's summertime. Nothing else to talk about. So where you at on the Oreo Reese's?
I'm an Oreo purist. I don't go for any of those wild flavors. But the variation I do like double stuff. That's what I go with. I need a little bit of cream. Now the mega stuff, that's a little too much cream.
Mm-hmm.
But double stuff is how I go. So I'm a purist. I don't, because they got all these wild flavors like watermelon and stuff. No, man, like, Selena Gomez had a special thing. No, man, like I don't like it where it's the chocolate cream and the white on the out. No, I'm a purist when it comes to that. I don't do all that. I know sound like an old man, but no, just give me the original recipe, right? When I go to KFC, do you want to try? No, I want my snack box. Right? Don't give me. I don't want all that stuff. I know I'm an old person now. When I go to a restaurant, I don't want all that. Go to White Castle. Would you like to try? No. I'm here for the White Castles. And they'll be like, would you like the slider? The White Castle. Like, although I did make a mistake a couple years ago. White Castle celebrated 100 years. And they were like, hey, would you like a piece of cake? Piece of cake from White Castle? Yeah, we're celebrating 100 years. I was like, well, sure. And I got the cake. And you're like, how'd the cake taste? It tastes like White Castle, which is not what cake tastes like. So that was on me.
It's like burger and
and onions with the cake consistency. My brain was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I have the texture. Like, what is this? Is bad. I used to take the girls all the time. I got them hooked to White Castle. White Castle got into the breakfast thing. You get breakfast all the time. And my youngest was like, oh, I'm going to try this out. I was like, I wouldn't do it. Right? And she got it. She's like, oh, this is terrible. Why would you let me do this? I said, I told you.
Got to stick with what they're known for.
Yeah, like, I'm going to White Castle for a brisket thing. Come on now. Or a fish sandwich. Come on, White Castle.
Yeah.
Right? Going to Burger King for this chicken sandwich. No, I'm not. No, stay your lane. Do your stuff.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to put a little poll out on our Twitter, even though we're a few days late. See where everybody is on the Oreo and the Reese's collaboration. I guess it's first of next month. They're supposed to come out with it. Because I'm not really even a huge fan of the double stuff, but I have branched out. I have tried the golden Oreos and I have tried the mint. Those are pretty good. But like the bubble gum and the green apple, and I couldn't get with all that when they was cranking out a flavor every day. I mean, they have flavors pretty much as often as you went viral. They was coming out with new Oreo flavors. It was like caramel and
I keep it real, man. I'm not out here on these streets trying different stuff.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was another summertime thing. 2 Hall of Fame inductions for Kentucky pro football, Oreo and Reese's. It's summertime. They're like, hey, it's summertime. Why don't we just partner up with Reese's? So that's what they trying to do. So that's what you do in the summertime when you're waiting for fall, I guess.
Yeah, and you got the NFL bought some of ESPN. Man,
Red Zone and all that, and
Yeah,
whatever.
they bought 10% of ESPN. So we ain't never gonna see any bad news about the NFL. Like, woo, you thought it was bad when they cut out playmakers,
Mm-hmm.
but we ain't never gonna see nothing bad about the NFL.
Yeah, playmakers, man. That's a blast from the past.
We haven't seen anything about the NFL PA on ESPN.
Right. Yeah, that's
Because remember, the NFL for the longest time told us that grown men, 300 pounds, running full speed to each other, leading with their head, nothing wrong with it. Like,
right. Yes.
why would we think that would cause brain damage? Like, it looks like it. It looks like it would.
Yeah.
They told us no. All the concussions and stuff. No, what are y'all talking about?
Remember, we used to have the Tom Jackson used to do You Got Jacked Up every week.
We used to have them on VHS. Them Widowmaker hits.
Yeah.
Like, but they told us nothing to see here. It's all good.
Yeah.
And I understand what they talk about. You can't make it safe when you got those kind of people running into each other. Like, there's no safe way to do it, right? But don't tell me there's no risk to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're not going to see anything when it comes to the NFL.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing with that move.
Absolutely. And we've just decided, well, NFL football's off limits. We've made it a religion, which is basically what I was saying about that. How about the library? A bunch of responses. Well, nobody's paying a kid to, $20 to watch a kid read a book, which is fine for the NFL, but I don't see how that should trickle down to high school.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that the focus of a high school is to teach children. Crazy me to be like, you can have football, but what about the library? I know, crazy me to think a school should educate kids. I'm the no fun guy because I'm like, well, them kids should read some books too.
That's right. Yeah, well, that's it's where we are, man. It's where we are.
You must not be from the South. I assure you, sir, I'm from the South. And did you see this map? Every now and then they have to decide what areas of the country are what.
Uh-huh.
And this person had a very detailed map of Kentucky not being in the South. And I keep telling people Kentucky is the South. Kentucky and Virginia are the South.
Yeah.
Because to me, the South is all the Confederate states plus Kentucky.
I mean, I think Van Hals was putting out something a few days ago about that.
He doesn't think Kentucky's the South.
Look, just because the only thing south of you is New Orleans doesn't mean that the states up above you aren't southern. Like Shreveport is way up north to Van. That's what I'm just saying. Because you're like, woo, we going up north. We going to Shreveport. That's north to him. But Tennessee and Georgia and all these other places, just because they ain't as deep as you down in Baton Rouge, doesn't mean they aren't southern. Kentucky included.
Yes. And people don't like it when I talk about the Confederacy, but that's the South. Yeah. And Kentucky has tried to join the Confederacy since 1920. So there you go.
And if you want to go that route, you can. Or if you just come visit. We carry our stuff to South. They don't have sweet tea in Ohio. We have sweet tea. You can go more trivial with it like that, or you can go.
And I'll grant you, Louisville's a little bit different. Just for geography, Louisville is a little bit different, but that doesn't mean the other 119 counties aren't.
Yeah, and I mean, a hot brown kind of comes across as southern to me.
Yeah, I mean, because it's unhealthy. Like we talked about with the Kool-Aid and the sweet tea, Southern food. And look, Midwestern, they casseroles. I got you.
Uh-huh.
But Southern food, it's all bad. It's the worst part of the pig to eat. It's adding in everything. In the South, we got what's called good grease. Let me just leave you. We got good grease. Because I don't remember the time. Was it Thanksgiving? Some holiday, I threw out Mama B's good grease.
Oh,
and she blessed my soul because it's good. Like in the South, we just be look. Everywhere else in the country, they just be throwing stuff together. Like, would you eat it? This is just the natural way we eat.
Yo.
Which is why we got diabetes and things of that nature down south. But
yeah,
man, it's a way of life. And so I put Kentucky in the South.
And even though Louisville is different, I'm just saying, people outside of Kentucky, when they think Kentucky food, it's the hot brown, it's burgoo, but the hot brown originated from Louisville. Last time I was up there, I went to the Brown Hotel to get an original one. I said, I'm just going to go in here and sit myself down and get where it all started at. And Louisville might be different from the other 119, but that bacon on there and all the come on, man.
There was that shirt they had to celebrate the hot brown. I forget what it said. It said like, I'm a hot brown. I was like, I need that because I'm an original Kentucky hot brown.
Exactly. So yeah, man. Kentucky is Southern. It's Missouri and all that isn't. That's Midwestern, but Kentucky.
Well, I'm not gonna get on that because my wife is a pure Midwestern. She's got her theories on what is Midwest. She does not think Ohio State or Ohio is Midwestern. She said you can't be Midwest in the Eastern time zone. That's her criteria, and it makes sense to me. But whatever. Like Kentucky is the South.
Is Ohio Southern to her?
No, she calls it mid. It's not mid-Atlantic, but like Ohio and like Indiana. She would not consider 100% Midwest.
Okay. Which, I mean, if I was from there like her, I might feel that way. But they real Midwest to me, being from where we're from.
I was like, not even Ohio?
Like Indiana, all that corn up there and all them barns, and that's Midwest.
Right. I just think of all this stuff in terms of like sports conferences. If you were in the original SEC, well, even with expansion with Arkansas and South Carolina, that's the South, right?
Yep.
The Big Ten, that's your Midwest. When it was the Big 8 to the Big 12, that's your Plain states. For a little bit, Pac-12, that's and then the Big East, that's just your up north schools, and then the ACC is the SEC. That doesn't go to Walmart.
Chapel Hill.
Right. Oh,
Charlottesville, Virginia.
Charlottesville, yes. Clemson, okay.
Yeah.
That's how I think of the ACC.
A hoity-toity South.
Yeah. Georgia Tech. That's how I see it. Maybe that's wrong, but that's how I see it.
Yeah. That still should hold true, but
there's a difference between Gainesville and Tallahassee.
Yeah.
One ACC, one SEC.
Yep. Absolutely.
And then Miami fitting in wherever they can. Once the cocaine money dried up.
Yeah.
Funny how that worked. Was war on drugs. We stopped with the cocaine. Miami stopped being good. I wonder if that's a coincidence.
Yeah. That's it. I think not. Man. I think we hit all our little stuff. I think, man, you was fighting through.
Oh yeah,
your injury and coming in and doing what you do.
I'm laying down after this. I'm old, man. That's the one thing with LeBron playing forever and Tom Brady. Like the worst thing I want to do is hang out with a bunch of 20-year-olds. Like that just sounds like torture. You in your 40s. And you got some 20-year-old. The music is loud. I don't want to be involved in that. Like using new slang. I'm still talking about what's up on the hibbity dippity Capri on the backside, dip it in the ketchup, don't know the flavor, whatever. Like
Yeah,
I'm not knowing. I don't learn any new stuff. That's why I told my girls like you should listen to this. I'm not listening to that because it's not listening to no new stuff. You know how your parents were growing up, where you're like, look, mom, dad, this is Nintendo. Get that Nintendo out of my face. And I'm like, this is simple. You should be able to grasp it. I understand it. You reach a point in your 40s, you're like, I don't care what nothing's called. I don't care about that. This music is too loud. It don't make no sense. Yeah.
Generation gap, boy.
Heck yeah. Like, I don't care about this. Oh, you don't know about this song? I do not. I look back at my Apple Music most listened songs. I think outside of They Not Like Us, for Kendrick, I'm trying to think my most listens to might be 5 or 6 years old. I don't listen to new stuff.
Sit down. Be humble.
Yeah, I got humble, but I got that a while ago after it came out. Like, I ain't trying to be new. And Apple Music's like, would you like to listen to some new R&B? No. I need begging R&B. I need me and my boys outside in the snow and the rain and the sand. I need begging R&B. Mm-hmm. I need some woo 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 R&B. I don't need all what this new stuff is. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. The new R&B singers try to be pretty. That ain't what the R&B is about. You need to, I need that. Because I've seen clips of Stevie Wonder recording ads. He ain't trying to be pretty. You can't be pretty. No. You gotta, I've been places where they play the blues. I can't have a pretty person singing the blues. What you sad about?
Yeah.
You gotta, let me know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You gotta be straining and aching and
Get me and my boys out here in the sand.
You could be Bobby Womack with it, like just from the depth of just
Well, Bobby Womack is a special case. And
well, I'm just talking about his singing and his deep.
I get you, but if you ever get wild, just go to Bobby Womack's Wikipedia page.
Yes.
And it starts with him marrying Sam Cooke's widow, wearing Sam Cooke's suit a week after Sam Cooke was buried. It starts there.
Yeah.
And it gets wilder from there.
Yeah. Yes.
They talk about back in our day, it was simple. No, it was not. Not when you got Bobby Womack. And then on top of that, he releases I Wish You Wouldn't Trust Me So Much. That's a wild song.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being the band when we play I Wish You Wouldn't Trust Me So Much? Like, what the world? He says I'm his friend, but we got the same taste in women. Like, bro, what is going on? This is out of pocket.
You seen that Jonathan Bino dude on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was doing in those studio scenarios like that. That's what you.
Yeah, man. Like, I love the out of pocket songs. Out of pocket songs started late 60s through the 70s. Because you know who was singing about Mrs. Jones? It wasn't Mr. Jones.
Yeah. So
they talk about kiss and say goodbye. I got ties, and so do you. Like, what was going on in the 70s? My goodness.
Yeah, it was.
Then it trickled to the 80s as we lay. Like, oh, what in the world? You got. Woo! I love problematic R&B. Give me some of that.
Yeah.
Give me some of that stuff. When you pay attention to the lyrics,
clean up woman. I mean,
yeah. Make it work for the clean up woman. Like, what? What in the world?
Yeah,
but that's kind of stuff we grew up on.
It was trauma, boy. It was trauma back then. So man, that's a show, y'all. We even got in here and tried to put out another good one. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Appreciate everybody in the comments. If you missed us live, it replays on Twitter. It's up on YouTube. Audio's coming to Spotify. Appreciate the BS3 Network. Appreciate you, TB, fighting through. And,
I'm gonna rest now, but always good, man.
Yeah, man. Tell your wife hey, and we'll be back next week, man, for another episode of Cats Talk Wednesday. BS3 Network. Go Cats. We getting close to real games. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you next week.